and welcome to another time traveling adventure where I talk to my lovely device here and then you guys can see it whenever you want. Day we live in, day and age, huh? I want to talk about creating your why, and I'm sure a lot of you are like, well, what is that? Or why should we do that? And the simple answer is because you learn a lot about yourself, and it's a simple way to tap into your internal passion, your internal energy reservoirs that will help you to accomplish things you never thought that you could possibly accomplish before. If you didn't already guess it, your why is why you do something, why you do what you do, why you're willing to do something even when you don't want to do it inherently, because that is when things are going to get done. You are not going to be on the verge of accomplishing something new if you don't push yourself into doing it, especially when you absolutely abhor the idea of doing it. We are going to harness that energy so we can use it to accomplish things more readily in our everyday lives. This is a concept that I've seen used everywhere. It could be a spiritual concept, it could be a physical concept, it could be a mental concept. It is all three of them, which is why I think it is a very necessary talk for us to have. It's a mantra. You can turn it into a mantra that you can use in a state of weakness or anxiety or fatigue as a way to push yourself that extra mile. Even if it's just baby steps, those baby steps will accumulate and become a mile in the end. And you're not going to regret having done that. If it's truly something you want to do, you're going to appreciate the work that you've done in order to get you where you are. So if you can just push out that little extra bit here and there, it's just going to get better. So there is a right and wrong way to create your why, essentially. So this will very much come from your previous endeavors. You will have learned. We're going to use some of them in order to create a strong new why or to enhance your existing ones, per se. Internal purposes and external purposes. These are why we do the things that we do. They're why we think something is a good idea or a bad idea at any given time. And I'm going to give some examples. Okay, we want internal purposes, and I'm going to tell you why external purposes are weaker and in the end not going to get you quite where you want to go. So an example of an external purpose is for weight loss or body recomposition. An external purpose, or what I call to be a bad reason, is my ex will take me back. Or my Auntie Annie will stop picking on me on Christmas. Or my problems will go away when the weight is gone. Or my boyfriend wants me to. Or other people will think I'm more beautiful. Okay, these are external purposes. You're giving the power to something else. Your internal purposes are going to sound something like, I want to become stronger. Or I know I'm capable of accomplishing X, whatever that X is. Or I want to live a longer, more healthier life. So these are internal purposes because you are holding your reasoning within you. You can control that reasoning. So the problem with external reasoning is that you are taking the power away from yourself and you're giving it away to somebody you don't have any control over, something that you don't have any influence on I mean, it's really easy for us to think we have influence on these things, but in the end, they're going to do what they want to do, whether or not we change ourselves. You're going to find that a lot of these people and things that have these opinions about you that you're trying to change, even when you change the way that you want, even when you change the way that they want you to, their opinions are often going to stay the same, or they're going to form a new opinion that you are then going to have to change in order to reach that status again, supposedly, right? So your why needs to be something that's going to stay the same even when the variables in your life change. So something that you're going to want to improve upon even when your schedule gets busier, even when things grow more difficult, even when the people in your life change. They come and go. So you don't want your why to be something that you're completely giving away to another person. You can only count on yourself. Okay? We all have friends and family, but everybody has their flaws, and not everybody's going to steer you in a great direction. Some people are great in that they will help you find a direction to go, but you cannot rely on them to be your beacon. Okay? Because even when you have a sponsor at Alcoholics Anonymous, know that they themselves were in your position at some point. So they can also make mistakes. I'm not saying you shouldn't get a sponsor, just saying understand other people. Don't idolize them. Because your why is for you. You only. You might be the only one that understands it. But I also want you to be very rational in creating your why, because you want it to fill you up with hope and ambition and energy and strength. Okay? We're not looking for a Band-Aid. It might be a Band-Aid at first, but you don't want it to stay a Band-Aid. You want it to strengthen you. You don't want it to be a crutch either. Only if it's helping you heal and grow in strength so that you don't need it in the future. Affirmations work a lot like this as well, though I will have a whole separate talk for affirmations because I have my reservations about them. They're great, and also the devil. So if I've already made it, I will put a card. Otherwise, that's my not so brief talk on how to create your why. I will have more on emotional cues card because they're great. They're a superpower that a lot of people don't know about. So I'll hype that up. I can make a more polished version of this in the future. If you want one, let me know down below. This might have been too vague, but I think it's also a very sentimental topic that can be difficult to portray through video. So if there's enough interest, I will get more sentimental on this topic. It is very deep and dear to my soul because it has helped change my own life, and I hope it can help you change yours. So thanks. Bye.